Okay, so this is the deck which we have planned to explain on the use it for the card storing and payments training. So basically this is the major modules which we will be covering for this training. So it has 6 modules, Rajat. So it starts with the basics of card payment system. So this particular module will have the basic things like what is cards, what is the card life cycle, what are the requirements, who are the stakeholders involved in those things. So this particular module will be very basic. So second module is like understanding cards and pins. So second module and third module is it would be like a somewhat updated level to the basic one. So it will have how the card is used, what are the PIN encryption methodologies, how PIN is used, what are the various functionalities, how PIN is generated. So those things would be majorly covered in module 2. In module 3, before starting card operations, it would mention what are the operations, how are the authorization and authentication things that the cards would predominantly work out, along with schemes. And also the functionalities which are covered on a day-to-day lives, things are being covered in module 3. In module 4, it's like a complete ISO formats covering 8583 and 2022 things. So 8583 is the older version, but it's been predominantly used across all geographies. And ISO 20022 is latest payment things. So it's been going forward recommended by all organizations to use that because it has more bitmap comparing to 8583. But still there are some limitations with the infrastructure in the current technologies. So that is the only challenge which 2022 is being backed out. So but still there's progressing. Module 5 and module 6 is module 5 is like transaction processing. It would cover how the cards life cycle goes. What are the challenges if a particular transaction is getting failed? How that particular transaction is getting falled back, and what are the settlement ratios provided by each and every company financial technology? What are the stakeholders involved? How the stakeholders? What are those objectives? So those things would be covering in module 5. And in module 6, basically it's like a top-up one. It will cover basic frauds and standards of PCI DSS and EMV. EMV is basically Euro, MasterCard and Visa collaboration of standards. And PCI is like a payment card industry's standards, which would provide what is the standards in a card which should be produced, what are the size, and what are the basic things the card needs to be chipped in. It can be like an max chip card or a contactless cards. So this is the overall agenda of this program, and we can just add on based on our requirements and how the target audience gets used to it. So I can just brief out from module 1. So basically, I can just how we can just explain to our target audience means in between, I can progress few questionnaires to check whether they are attentive or they are able to understand. So I would force out or shoot out few questions to the target audience and check whether they are progressing with our training. So basically module 1 and 2 are understandable one. Module 3, 4, 5, 6 are based on the understanding of module 1 and 2. So there is some correlation between all the 6 chapters.